Going back to someone who's not too happy. You were just talking about how.
Who?
Oh, Sergeant Slaughter. He did an
Sergeant Slaughter's not happy.
Yeah, he did an interview where
is he not happy or is he just upset?
He's upset about a certain thing.
Well, explain it to me because I don't know all the details. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know all the details. So give me some details.
And so basically, he said he doesn't watch SmackDown much because Lacey Evans is on it, and he says he's upset with her because she uses his Cobra Clutch move, and she didn't do the courtesy of reaching out to him to ask him to use it. So is that like a common thing in wrestling, like to reach out to a wrestler if you're gonna use their move? In his defense, he also said they're keeping the same name, so that's why he's even more upset with it.
Oh, they're calling it a Cobra Clutch?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they're calling it a Cobra Clutch. I mean, in a way, it's a tribute unless she's not looked on in with good favor and eyes, like if it's done in poor taste or something like that. I mean, if she was like, is she a babyface or a heel now? I've been caught up with her. I don't even know what show she's on.
Heel.
She's a heel, so that might be bothering him. Dude outside of heels using his move, the Cobra Clutch, but I mean, what the Masked Superstar used at one time? Didn't he have or was it Ted DiBiase? Which one made Dollar Tree?
Yeah, he mentioned in the interview that he asked Ted DiBiase to use it, and he let him use it. So.
Oh, Ted DiBiase asked him. He's saying.
No, he asked Ted DiBiase.
He took it from Ted DiBiase, right? Okay, all right, yeah. Because I know somebody else used it too. Yeah, and for a finish, and yeah. Well, I mean, old school dudes. Yes, they. I do have people reach out to me all the time, and indie wrestlers coming up saying, "Hey, I started wrestling because of you. Is it okay? I don't know what the rules are on this. Can I use your Impaler as a tribute and blah blah blah?" And I'm like, sure, like whatever. Anytime somebody does it, hopefully they get reminded of me. Maybe that she's a heel doing it in a heel way, and she's not. Maybe he doesn't think she's the greatest of wrestlers. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want to see all his babyface work and all that on a heel or something, or a girl. Maybe I don't know. Maybe she should have asked him. Do you think he would have said yes if she asked him?
Yeah, he said he
said he would have said yes.
He didn't say he would have said yes, but he said he's upset that he wasn't asked.
He's saying he's upset he wasn't asked. But do you think he would have said yes if she asked him?
I'm sure.
Right. All right. So what did she do? She asked him. He goes no, and she just doesn't do it anyways.
I mean, yeah, at least.
All right. Well, then she went the right route. Then she said, "At least I asked you. You said no, but that's what I'm doing." Like, because she was like, maybe it's because she's biting this whole scene. Like she is in the military, or was in the military, or is in the or did some military. Definitely is legit with that.
Uh-huh.
So maybe he just feels like she's biting every, trying to ride off of his stuff.
Well, I mean,
I don't know that he would have said yes though.
Well, you know more about him than me. Is
he's nice to me. He's always super nice to me.
See, you're saying he's nice to you, which lets me know.
No. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know how he looks at, like, for one, very old school. Two, who knows what he even thinks about women's wrestling? I mean, who knows? I don't know. Like, it could be a lot of opinions running through his mind. Plus, he's a heel. Maybe he just wants to, the Cobra Clutch should be remembered in the Sargent Slaughter way and all the G.I. Joe, all that stuff, all in that positive light. Maybe he thinks that takes away from and tarnishes. I don't know. Was I mad that Edge used my Impaler? He did ask, though. Well, he didn't ask me. He told me the office said somebody else was going to do it if he didn't do it, that they gave him no choice, and he thought that I'd rather do it. But he did try to call me like 15 times that night. Lot. He did a lot when he did it the first time. Because I was at a TV, they told me they weren't using me, and I don't think they realized I was still under contract, and they sent me home. And I went home, but before the time I got home, I had all these messages on my phone. I didn't hear it. I got music blasting. And then when I got home, it was, it turns out he did the DDT, in a match right then. So it was like WWE's way of going, F you, buddy, you know what I mean? But it was cool. I didn't mind that he used it, and Bobby Roode used it. I see other people use it. There's other guys that were like in TNA or something, Reno Scum. They always holler out Gangrel right when they hit the Impaler, it's flattering. And you know what? And if people recognize it as the Impaler, you know what that means?
Thinking about you.
They're thinking about me, or they'll remember me in that brief minute, So it's just good press for me.
Has someone ever used something of yours without asking you? I mean, someone on a major scale.
Oh, I'm sure. I've been on shows where guys have done it, and they don't even know who I am. They think it's Edge's move, and I'm doing shows. But that's what happens when you stay around wrestling too long on indies. You're that dinosaur. They don't know nothing about you. Some of these young kids, man, they don't know anything past the Hardys, and when with the Hardys and Edge and Christian. They probably don't know anything prior, like of 90 or 2000 or 2003 or anything like that. You know, can't blame them, but I do in a sense. They should be watching all wrestling and understand everything. You know, but I mean, it is what it is in this world. Everything moves fast. People are fast. Matches are fast. Moves are fast. Whatever. I'm a firm believer in slow is smooth and smooth is fast. You know, when I'm teaching about footwork and foundations and the foundation stuff, but mostly footwork and all that, being in the right place at the right time. I'm like, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, like on the execution and stuff. It's there's 3 parts to everything: the before, the actual thing that needs to be safe, and the after. And then the before and the after are going to cover up that actual safety thing. While out while out in A, while out in C, and keep B safe. So A, B, C. There's always 3 parts to a move, and I remember slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Remember, you used to always tell us, if you think you're moving too slow, go slower.
Yeah. Slow it down, man. Slow it down.